island and I moved there and I never boxed again.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punches? When I was hitting him with body punches and I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and they're taking those punches.
ThaBoxingvoice Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside my co-host, Michael Gross. We're back with another one as we got some breaking news. Eddie Hearn says that the rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz will take place between November 16th and December 4th or 14th. And on top of that, we have heavy investors from Mexico that are trying to get this fight in Mexico ever since Andy Ruiz went over there and did his victory lap. Televisa has been reported to come out with interest. There was someone on ESPN Deportes, which will give you all the details, that is letting this information be known. But this is what we're going to be talking about. The rematch is set. Dates are out there. Now we're talking venues. We'll let you know where Eddie Hearn wants it. We'll let you know where Anthony Joshua wants it, if it's not the same as Eddie. And we'll let you know where the country of Mexico want it, obviously. So listen, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, as it helps with the visibility of the show and it lets us know that you enjoy what it is that we do around here. This is our second live stream of the day, so if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get those notifications every time we go live, because like I said, second live stream of the day. We're trying to reach our milestone of 105,000, so help us get there by telling a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to ThaBoxingVoice.com. Let me go on out to my co-host, Michael Gross in Indiana.
ThaBoxingvoice Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. And he stayed at 147.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, welcome back to another edition, everybody out there in the TPV universe. Yeah, man, Eddie Hearn had an interview with IFL TV and said that he knows of 5 countries that were interested in having the Joshua rematch, and he knows where if he was in charge, not saying he's not in charge, but if he had his way, he know where he would want it at, knows where Joshua wanted it at. But this Mexico thing is new to me. You know, I didn't know that they came out and said they wanted to put some money up for Andy, so that's good. So we'll talk about that and break it down and get into that, definitely. But yeah, man, welcome back, everybody. Back with another one.
Definitely interesting, to say the least, to be hearing that they're thinking about bringing this to Mexico. That would be great for me. It's cheaper for us Americans to travel to Mexico, way cheaper than it is to go to the United Kingdom. So, give me your immediate reaction. I'm going to pull up the quotes so we can get specific.
I mean, when it comes to Eddie and AJ, it's nothing that I've already heard. I heard AJ say, well, not AJ, but Eddie say that AJ's kind of mental. He's kind of crazy. He wants to do it back in the same spot where it went wrong. He got to set that right wrong. He's crazy like that. Well, he says mental, but yeah, man. The same thing that we've been saying on this show. Can't tuck tail and run over to the UK and try to fix everything. But glad to hear AJ for one wants it to be in the USA. And Eddie, he's just been. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying allegedly.
Yeah.
Because, and the only reason I say allegedly, obviously, is to be a bit of a dick. But at the same time, it's like, How many times do we hear something Eddie says and he points the finger at AJ and say, this is what AJ wants, but we never actually hear AJ saying anything.
I mean, the way he's was making it sound like he literally just had a meeting with AJ earlier that day. But okay, I got you. I understand where you're coming from. But Eddie, if he had his way, he definitely wants to be in the UK. He brought up Wembley and a place named Tottenham and a place named Cardiff. But he said that Wembley and Cardiff didn't have any roofs. So in November, December, that's not really a likely destination. I would believe so. If it happens in the UK, I would say it would happen in Cardiff. That's the indication that I got. Or maybe they'll try to freeze Andy out, literally.
Definitely. So, according to the article, which could be found on boxingscene.com, they say several venues in the United Kingdom where obviously Anthony Joshua has brought in massive draws are in the running for a fall heavyweight clash. They're saying that 5 countries, Mike. That's what stuck out to me. 5 different countries, and we're still only thinking about the UK and America. Like, where do you think, outside of the 3 that we know, right? I'll give you the facts on Mexico in a bit, but you can take my word for it. Mexico's heavily invested and interested. So we're talking about 2 other countries that have shown interest in the rematch. Which one of those you think it is? Because, I want to travel. I'm being honest. Like, I want to have our Thriller in Manila. I don't want to always refer to the freaking 40 years ago. Like, give me ours. I was happy to go to Ireland to see, Fury fight Piñeta, but announce the fight with Wilder. Like, it's something that I could remember forever. So, it would be good if they could give me a fight that I wouldn't mind traveling to. I'm just being honest. Mexico is very cheap. It's one of my preferred destinations for vacationing. So I know that the dollar exchange rate is good. The drinks are cheap. The beaches are great. The UK is a little bit different. Our dollar isn't as much. So, again, 3 countries, obviously, America, UK, Mexico. What's the last 2? Where do you think they could take us?
Probably do something like Canada, maybe in a running, somewhere in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and maybe you might want to sprinkle in like a little China or Japan, Tokyo, something like that, or maybe Hong Kong. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, you think China is gonna show interest in AJ? And just to stay realistic, like Saudi Arabia, Middle East, somebody in Abu Dhabi is always saying that they want to fight, but we've never actually gotten a fight. Just like our next show, stay tuned to our next show, probably before 7 p.m. If we have the time, we want to talk Bob Arum's theoretical, verbal offer or negotiation points with Al Heyman for a potential unification match between 2 welterweights, Crawford and Earl Spence. So stick around for that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
You do got Amir Khan fighting in Jordan. Not Jordan, but what's the place called?
Yeah. But he's Pakistani, so he's he's fighting somewhere where him and his opponent already have like beef. You know what I mean? So I don't even know what this is. WBC is making a belt for that fight and everything, and that's just because there's money involved, bro. Like, how could Khan come off of a knockout and somehow be ranked in the WBC? High enough to get some sort of belt.
Also, Eddie said in the interview, just a quick sidebar, that Amir Khan is looking to get that Pacquiao fight next in that same kind of area over in the Middle East. So maybe there'll be a Pacquiao and Khan fight in the near future over in the Middle East. But as far as these 5 different countries go, I mean, I don't think it's anything out of the norm. Like you said, UK, USA, Mexico, Canada, somewhere in the Middle East, and in my opinion, places that have enough money to offer are places like Japan and places like China. So I think that they will be interested in a heavyweight fight. We've seen that they were back in the day when Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas over there. So I definitely think they would be interested in having a rematch of that magnitude that they know the whole world's gonna be glued to happen in the Japan or China. So yeah, those are my other two countries. Well, not two, other three. You know what I'm saying? You kind of add the China and Japan in there. So yeah, I really think that I would be happier if if a place like Tokyo or someone like that got the fight, because that just shows me like a different like kind of culture, different kind of vibe, and
I'm gonna be
I wouldn't
honest.
be
If it's Tokyo,
opposed
I'm
to
not
that.
happy.
Huh?
If it's Tokyo, I'm not happy. Like, I don't know if I want to go all the way over there. I remember I was given the opportunity to go to China for Zhao Shiming. Bob put together some real affordable packages for the media to make it over there. And I couldn't. At the time, I had a full-time job. I just couldn't take off to go to China for 5-7 days. But I still wasn't as interested as I am in the Caribbean island. That's just me, though. I'm Caribbean by blood, right? By my parents. So maybe I just want the beach, and others prefer buildings and concrete. I don't know. But if it's China, I'm like not interested. I want something a little more appealing, like Mexico. I'll even take Africa. That's exotic. Thriller Manila was there. I mean, give me something dope. Like, I mean, I don't even understand why China. Does that even match up with us in terms of like time zone? Would the fight be aired at the same time if it took place over there? You got to think about that. Brandon Rios looked like shit when he fought Pacquiao in Macau. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want anything like that. I want something a little more exotic, something a little more headline grabbing, appealing to the casual, something that is a little more tourist driven, right? Like, that's why they choose Vegas, because they know people are going to come. There's other things for you to do, more reasons for you to spend money. And that's why Vegas gets so heavily invested, because they know we're going to bring in the masses. But like, I don't know, China. Like, I mean, I hear there's a huge gambling community over there, obviously, you know what I mean? Every casino you go to, you see Asians, right? So, in Macau, it's probably got to be booming, but I don't know.
I would lean more towards Japan than I would China.
Would you go?
Tokyo is bigger.
Would you go? Like, would it even cross your mind if they chose something out of the normal? If it wasn't America and it wasn't the UK, and it was one of the other three that you decided, do any of those entice you to go?
Now, in this theoretical
scenario,
is money an option or money no option?
No, I mean, listen, we're fight fans. The fight's got to be good enough to make us want to pay.
Going to goddamn China to watch no fight, my nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
I'm saying, and you don't think that this fight has gotten like I'll be honest. I mean, China, like I said, for me is already off the list. You put it there, but for me it's off limits. I don't want to go that long. I think those plane rides are probably too many hours for my liking. But Ruiz upset AJ, so like, he gains my fandom. So I wouldn't have traveled. I didn't even go to New York for the first one. And I live in New Jersey, 15 miles away. But what he done was make history. So, you're going to get a bunch of bandwagon freaks that are willing to go and be out there in the masses rooting them on again.
Somebody said no Korea. They're going to do like Dennis Rodman did, go play a fucking basketball game over there or some shit. Come on, man.
Oh, Korea?
Yeah, it's never mind. You forgot you don't watch many politics. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, that's just it. But let me pull up the other article here on Ruiz and his investors. It's also titled, Andrew Ruiz draws interest of investors to bring event to Mexico. So,
what kind of investors?
All right. And I quote, his success story is a great symbol of motivation for all Mexicans, because in him we saw determination and the sense of worth of a Mexican. As you yourself saw it in your recent visit, the people of Mexico recognize and applaud his victory, Turuco said. Now, I just want to stop there and say this. Didn't I tell you that this dude could be loved as much as Canelo? Y'all doubted me. And this is still early. This is no indication, no barometer just yet, but I feel the buzz and love. And I'm just telling you, because he's a heavyweight, he can trump Canelo. He doesn't have to be
Nah.
a sexy. It's the sexy division. He don't gotta be as sexy. It's the sexy division. Believe me. But that's just my opinion.
I feel you, but I don't.
No, I hear you. So, Ruiz stood in Mexico, the capital, had meetings with the likes of Benjamin Salinas, CEO of TV Azteca, who started Canelo's career, and business icon Carlos Sims, as well as meetings with the president of Mexican Republic, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, yeah, Obrador, maybe A or O, I don't know. I'm not the greatest at this. But, and I quote, this is why the office of the president of the National Boxing Commission, in coordination with the private initiative, extends a cordial invitation to him to consider defending his titles as a heavyweight champion in Mexico. Yes, the businessmen expressed their interest, and they know that the possibility of making Joshua a rematch in Mexico is complicated by the details included in the rematch clause, which for now point to the second fight taking place on British or American soil. If they are unable to secure a rematch, they would like to secure future title defenses involving Ruiz. So Ruiz has to win, and then he can bring these fights to Mexico. Right now, there will be an offer from Mexico, but it's up to AJ and Eddie to accept it. The thing is, I believe Mexico and America are not on different time zones. I think it's only an hour difference, right? So it kind of fits in for DAZN. If you're DAZN, you can do it.
Depending on where you at, but yeah, pretty much same time zone.
But you lose money, right, on ticket sales. No, you got to be losing money on ticket sales.
Got to charge hella 5 pesos. What I'm thinking is, like Eddie said, it might be in Vegas just for the simple fact that maybe can offer the most money. You know what I'm saying? They have the T-Mobile Arena. We know that we seen when we were in Vegas for the first, for the second Triple G and Canelo fight, we seen how many people turned out. And how much of a big Mexican turnout that it was. So let's see how big Andy really is. Don't say if you think he's loved and all that. Let's go ahead and put it in Vegas. I'm sure Eddie and AJ would have a mind of being at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas and see if they could possibly flood the market that day. That's in November, December. So Vegas shouldn't be that chilly. You know what I'm saying? It should be a nice little breeze. It was it wasn't cold in LA last December when we went. So
I mean, it wasn't the best though. I wasn't like super duper chill with that bullshit. You know what I mean? I'd rather some dope weather. Where we could be like, yo, hold my sweater for me. But I quote, Joshua beats him in the rematch. And the reason I say this is because we're taking away all the accomplishments before the Ruiz fight. Before the Ruiz fight, this guy was unbeatable. Wilder couldn't beat him. They were talking about 50 million. Fury couldn't beat him. He gets beat by Andy, and now he's nothing. He's crap. That's not true. It doesn't work that way. Not to me, anyway. He's a gold medalist who has credentials. And there's a reason why he's there. And Andy had a great night. And Andy did things that were necessary that night. And Manny Robles had a great game plan. That doesn't mean that Joshua has nothing. Anthony Joshua, unfortunately, became a star in the UK. That became the priority, being a star and boxing becoming second. Now he has to go back to boxing being first and being a star second. He's everything in the UK. I saw a picture of him on his own plane, his own jet. Sometimes you have to realize what pays the bills. What pays the bills is him climbing through the ropes and being ready for the guy across the ring from him. That wants the true hell. So, Who do you think these quotes came from? I left you in suspense purposely, not only to you but to
Oh
our
shit!
listeners.
Oh my nigga, did he say the fucking name of the person? Did I miss it? I'm looking at the chat like, is somebody gonna say something? You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you who wrote it. Keith Eidig.
Oh, okay. Well, I probably already seen the title then. Uh, a guy who had a couple of fighters this year that left him. Guy who had a cruiserweight that left. Guy who had a middleweight that left. Guy who had a heavyweight that left. No other than Abel Sanchez.
Correct. Oh shit! I'm showing my soundboard. I wanted to hit you with the ding real quick.
Yeah, man. I've already said, you know what I'm saying, that I think AJ would beat Andy in the rematch. I think Andy had a hell of a fight night. He rose to the occasion. Maybe AJ wasn't taking him seriously as he should have, and therefore got caught and got beat up. So, but I expect the next fight to be far more competitive, and I think AJ is going do what we all thought he would the first time. Just win by KO.
Word, man. Why is Abel so salty though? He sounds hella salty.
Did Andy used to work with him, or did he?
Yeah, that was his trainer.
Oh, Abel Sanchez was his trainer too?
Yeah, but Freddie trained Ruiz for like 7 years. And then Abel trained him for like 2 years. Remember, he trained himself for the last fight with Joseph Parker because Abel was busy with Gennady. And maybe that's why he's saying it, because Ruiz came out and said, like, yo, y'all judging me because I trained myself. Abel's a great guy, but he just was too busy for me then. And maybe, now that Ruiz has had success and everybody's looking at Abel like, motherfucker, you wasn't paying attention to this gem and look what happened. You shit the bed when you had him, and this dude gave him all his attention and he made him unified. I was about to say undisputed. It's so easy to say undisputed when you think of that many belts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think Abel was kind of salty. I didn't know that they had a backstory like that. But yeah, he's definitely probably just taking digs at him. But I mean, if he feels like AJ's gonna win, and a lot of people, I'm just curious to see the fucking betting lines when they come out. I want to know who's the favorite. Is Andy still an underdog?
I'm pretty sure there's some lines right now, though, right?
I wasn't able to find any. Maybe you have some. Remember, you found that little tab.
Yeah, I'll see what they got on my new little betting site here in Jersey. Stand up. If you haven't already, think about supporting us on Patreon, which will help us continue to bring you live content on a daily basis the way we do. It will help us continue to bring you Border Wars and every other, kind of thing that we do. So head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and show some support to your favorite podcast. So I got the bets pulled up. Let's see. Book sale. We got Dave Allen here. Let me see. Keith.
And we got Dan A say, yo, stop the show. Only 9 upvotes. Oh yeah, smash that thumbs up button, man.
Andy Ruiz is a plus 250. Dan, that's crazy. My man's still an underdog. He's almost as much as an underdog as Mikey was to Earl, and he got the win. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
What is
and a draw is a plus 2,500.
Ruiz by knockout.
Yo, but that's funny though. They really made him underdog. People gonna make even more money. Bro, he not getting no like he hurt Joshua with everything. Why people disrespecting him? I mean, either the betting lines know something that Joshua told him, but cause like I don't get it. It ain't got no prop bet, so I can't even see what's the knockout. None of that junk is open yet. But damn.
Plus 250 money line. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
250 money line, B. That's. But anyway, let's open them up.
Too, by the time all the money start rolling in.
Say what?
Probably gonna be a lot more. Well, it might balance out. We're gonna see how big the UK betting pool is versus the Mexican American or Mexican betting pool. See who brings in the most money on each side.
That is true, man. They acting like if it was a lucky punch. My man put him down 4 times and stopped him. And they
Yep.
got him as an underdog. Let's go out to the Calas. But that's how it is, man. People hate every day, man. You know, my man said it the best, really. Let me see. I got it around here somewhere. Damn, don't tell me I got rid of that, bro. I'm so mad right now. Really? Damn. Bro, I used to have this Meek Mill soundbite, man. Where'd it go? It was like, niggas even hated on Jesus. Remember that? Because it's the truth, dog. Like, they hate on
Yeah,
everybody.
man.
But anyway.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to GMO. Talk to me.
Hey, yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ness. You know what, man? I hope that Andy Reid doesn't go back to the UK. I think they're going to do him dirty out there. I think Joshua, if he wants those belts back, he's going to have to come back to the States and prove it. Winning it out there, it ain't proving a lot, man. Yeah, you're going to be a champion again, and your people are going to love you again, but you got to win them back where you lost them, you know? And I think people still sleeping on Andy Reid, man. They were sleeping on him the first time. They're going to sleep on him the second time. People forget Joshua, look how big he is. You know, this guy works out every single day of his life, basically chiseled him out of a rock, you know. And, you know, they chose Reed because he was a fat boy. He looked like he wasn't going to do anything, but trying to get inside the guard of somebody that big, that tall, man, that ain't easy. And Andy Reid, they're just that. You know, he got knocked down. He got back up. You know, he didn't get beat when he got dropped. He came back up. He came back stronger. And he got in there, man. He didn't land no lucky punch. Like you said, he dropped him 4 times, and you know that was it, man. They're sleeping on him again. So let them sleep on him. Let him be the underdog so we can make some more money off of him. That's my call, Ness.
For sure, man. Listen, I'm definitely going to put some money on him this time. I just hope I ain't missed the boat. His father and them done made 10 G's a piece, man. I hope I ain't missed the boat. Especially now at a plus 250, I'll take it, man. I'll take it, bro. Like a hundo is still what, 250, right, Mike? Plus your 100 back?
Yes, sir.
Shit. $10 only get you 25. That sound like shit. But let me go out to Troy in Baltimore right after my boomeranger in California.
I won't deny it.
Dollar D Beyonce production.
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see. What do we have here now?
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Everybody in the fight game wanna be like the Uno.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Alex Lemon, talk to me. Oh, shit. Caesar, talk to me. Damn, I did that twice, Caesar. I apologize. You're not even a boomerang, but I let you cut the line for my own mistakes.
Man, that's not even my intro, but hey, I got to give myself one. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing today?
What up, man? Just chilling. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I actually just got home from work, man. Seeing you guys were live, I had to call in this show, say what's up.
Straight up,
but for sure. Hey, man, about this fight though, I actually saw an interview with AJ with Seconds Out and he was talking and he was saying, man, if this fight was in the UK, it would have ended different. What do you guys think he meant by that? I mean, he got knocked down four times, and you still think that the fight would have been ended different? I don't know. That's kind of sketchy to me.
I think that he means that, you know, the referees over there would have, you know, allowed him to continue because
helped him out more.
Not helped him out more. You got to admit that some people thought that he answered the referee's questions legitimately and that shouldn't have been stopped. Like, the referee asked him, did he want to continue? He said, yeah, but the referee waved it off.
That's true, and I see where you're coming from now. I see what you mean. But I mean, I watched the Parker fight, and to me, it felt like it was 2 against 1 in the ring. And you know, and I've even heard you guys talk about that BS stoppage with the Takum fight. Man, we already know about that. So honestly, if this fight goes to the UK, I fear for Andy, you know, to get fucked over. But man, the best place for me, honestly, bring it to Vegas, man. There's a huge Mexican population here on top of all the tourists that come here. And then people from the UK love Vegas, man. I see them all the time. When I go out, I'm always running into people from the UK, man. So, I mean, I think the Vegas is the place to be for this fight. The most revenue, you know, biggest fan base on both sides.
Hell yeah, man. Like I said, man, Vegas probably is a place that can offer the most money just based off like the casinos and shit. We already know it's a big tourist attraction, and if they brought 10,000 people over to the Madison Square Garden, I can imagine how many folks are gonna bring them to Vegas. Might be like Ricky Hatton or somebody
I
going to
guess
Vegas.
the appeal of Vegas could entice more, but at the same time, it's further away for them, so it costs more to get to Vegas, I believe.
You never know. It could be they could have like deals going to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Since it is such a big tourist place, might have deals going out there.
And for you, where's the city that gets you out of your house? Is there one out of the 5 mentioned? Or out of the 5 hypothetically mentioned?
Nah, not really.
None of these get you like, yo, I'm gonna be at that second fight. There's history about to be made. You not like this fight ain't big to you?
It's big as fuck, yeah.
But not big enough to be there.
Nah.
But Wilder, but you wanted to be at Wilder Fury though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's the difference, especially now that, and I'm not like trying to criticize you or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, especially now that Ruiz caused so much drama, isn't it as big now? I mean, I'm even talking about it should be American pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that they would have to look at too. Like you leaving a lot of money on the table, not doing it by doing it on the zone and not doing it on pay-per-view. But if AJ's on a fight deal with the zone, then maybe it can be on pay-per-view. But I mean, the reason is it's just I don't know. I just expect AJ to go out there and get the job done. To be honest with you, and I think Ruiz is a damn good fighter. But I mean,
you don't think he could do it again?
Huh?
You don't think he could do it again?
No, I don't. And we weren't really checking for and I'm not. I hate to be that bandwagon ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I refuse to be a bandwagon ass dude. The only person that I know for a fact called in every day and really pushed this damn agenda was Liz Lowe. I'm not about to be like, oh, Andy, I knew you could do it. That ain't me, man. Like, Andy got to show me again. You know what I'm saying? He got to show me again. And even still, I might not be the biggest Andy Ruiz fan because maybe I just don't like his style of boxing. Or maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe he's just not like one of my favorite fighters. He's not like a Canelo to me. He's not like somebody that I have to see. Terrence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. Those guys I feel like I gotta see fight. You know what I'm saying? Andy, I don't necessarily feel like I gotta see him fight, but I am happy to watch him fight.
As am I. Let's get out to some callers. We got Mastermind in Texas. Border Wars debut. Joseph, Big Super Mexicano. What's going on, champ?
What's good? What's good, Nance? What's good, Mike? Y'all doing all right today?
What up?
Yeah, I'm just out here on this forklift, getting these trucks, getting these deliveries made. Hey, man, I'm agree with Nance. I want these fights to start taking places in bigger, not when I would say bigger, but different countries. Like he said, you know, take it to the Philippines, give us our own Thriller Manila, give us something. Saudi Arabia would be a good deal. And I know Nancy said that they've never had one, but you know what? They paid to do a private event, not a private. They paid for their own show. Well, they've done like 3 with the WWE, and like these dudes got money. They've been drawing out the big stars. They just had The Undertaker take on Goldberg. You know, I don't know if you're a big wrestling fan, but that's like,
bruh. But the Undertaker's
was
like
like a big
60
deal,
right
you know?
now. That's why they could afford him finally. He's like
yeah,
60.
Goldberg's like 55.
Exactly.
That's what
WWF
I'm
don't
saying.
fuck
Goldberg's
with
like
them
50,
no more
but
like that. Those dudes is like
That's
aging
what I'm
right
saying.
now.
It took
Yo,
the
Bad
money.
Bunny, didn't you know
It took the
Bad
money
Bunny
from
had
those
Ric
Saudis.
Flair for his whole tour? Like Chambea was that whole Chambea. That's Ric Flair. If y'all don't know, so like wrestlers are coming cheap right
Bad
now.
Bunny, that shirt in one of the videos, he's wearing an Eddie Guerrero T-shirt. That was my favorite.
Eddie
But what I'm saying
Guerrero.
is, it took
I
the money
remember
from
Eddie.
those guys too. That was my guy, man. But it took the money from those two, because Goldberg, he's one of them guys that doesn't really do it unless it's a big payday. So if they can do that for the WWE and get them to bring a private show all the way over there, I think they could put up the money if there was enough interest by them to get a big fight like that over there. That's a really nice arena too. It's an outdoor arena. The only problem would be is
Cut it.
Don't believe in cannabis over there in the Middle East, though.
Yeah, that's why they should do it in Canada. Cannabis is legal out there, and our dollar's better. Troy, Baltimore.
Yes, sir. You know what? I'm kind of confused with some things because I know you mentioned that he might want to fight in Mexico, which is fine with me and all that. I actually think that's better, right? I actually think that's good. But honestly, it wouldn't have mattered where the fight was. He was exhausted, and he was concussed by the second round. If the fight was in the UK, they would have stopped it sooner. And if it's a rematch in the UK, which I don't really think it should be there, it shouldn't. Andy won, let him choose where he's going to fight, and then you fight him there, right? 'Cause that's just fair. The contract, we have to follow the rules of the contract. But it doesn't matter where you fight, because the fight's not going to go to a decision. And the first fight, Joshua was concussed by a tempo shot in the second round, so he didn't get saved by the referee. He said yes to the referee, but he was exhausted, and he was just going through the motions because he was concussed and he didn't move. That's why the man waved off the fight. He just had a good referee that really saved him from getting hurt. So I don't see where all this quick talk is coming from. I don't see where if he fights in the UK, I feel danger for Ruiz. How? No, I mean, because the fight's not going to go to a decision. It's not. It's just flat out not going to go to a decision. That's just not me talking. That's just things I've seen. That's just what I've seen watching this fight once or twice. It's not going to a decision. Andy's a good fighter, but he caught the man on a very good night, and I still respect him, and I wish him the best, but he's not winning a rematch. No, he is not.
Troy,
you have a good day.
Thanks for calling in, my friend. We're going to go down the line. We got Queen City Edwards, the Cincinnati Cobra, my stablemate. They're calling him the Deontay Wilder of Border Wars. Scored an explosive knockdown over Eric Cruz, SOG. Already mentioned to be back for Border Wars 6, September 13th, Mike. Queen City, what's up, man? You need to holler at somebody, get you an intro, man.
There's only one Queen City Cobra. Yeah, man. I do need to holler at Dollar for the intro though. I gotta have it on some live shit too. But I hopped in a little bit late. Did Eddie Hearn and them say the 5 places, or they just said, oh, it's 5 places?
Eddie Hearn said 5 different countries reached out to stage the fight.
My guess is it's gonna be in Vegas, or it might be in New York again, though. Because I don't think I don't think it's going to England. I don't think Andy having it. I don't think Al having it. So I think it's gonna be somewhere I would like to have it. The South, Mexico. You know what I'm saying? I go to Mexico for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Ant. Well, thanks for calling in. We got, looks like Mike in Michigan. Talk to me.
What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, I seen they got the 5 countries calling, but Mexico, I really don't never heard of a big fight in Mexico since I've been watching boxing. And I'm about 30, and I really ain't seen no big fight in Mexico. So I guess it would be cool in Mexico, but I really think LA would probably be the best spot. And I don't really necessarily think Joshua quit. You know, he didn't. He said yes, but he was gonna lose if he would have kept going. So, but I just don't think he quit like how everybody's saying. I think he would have got knocked out if he could. But I would like to see it in Las Vegas or L.A. The must. And is it gonna be on Dazn again, or what? Is they gonna try to do pay-per-view?
Well, the article definitely states that it's going to be on Dazn.
And it's November, right? Or December?
November 14th or December 14th.
Ooh, okay, that's by my birthday, so it's in December. I'm definitely going to that bitch. But I had called before the fight, and I was talking about the first Mexican heavyweight champion, but I said I didn't think he was gonna do it because Joshua was too big. But I was saying I had always wanted to see it. But yeah, I was surprised. But it just fucked up the Wilder and Joshua, you know. And I liked how y'all didn't do like Stephen A. and pass Andy like that. I fucked with that. I fucked with y'all.
Cut it.
I liked how y'all played it.
Cut it.
Mike, man, well, thanks for calling in. Let me go out to Boomeranga in Texas. Border Wars 5 attendee should be signing up to get his ass kicked for Border Wars 6. I don't know. Let us know.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to do, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54 pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
JD, what up?
Yo, what's the damn deal, fellas? Yo, I'm definitely there.
Yo, you better get an iPhone, man. I seen Mitty in the Border Wars chat today talking about is Huracan from Canada available. That looks like somebody he could put on his resume. So I don't know, man. You the forgotten dude with that droid.
This dude, wait. Yo, listen, man. Why this dude? Wait, Huracan for who? For him?
Yeah. Who else? He out here scouting.
Bro, hold on. Mitty weighs like 180, bro. let's not bypass that weight.
Mitty fight at 160. He fought Doomy at 160. He weighed in for it. He could fight Huracan at 154, 160 catch weight easy for a big fight. Huracan got titles.
Damn,
he got titles with the WBC.
Why he came in 180 against me?
I mean, that's something that y'all should have settled. I mean, I heard you flew in late, so he had to blow the weigh-in. He wasn't going to stick around waiting for the weigh-in. He said he offered to record it for you, but you said you believed him.
No, listen, if I'm not mistaken, Huracan was like, what, 130?
Nah, hell no. Hell no. He was like 154. That's why he fought Cruz. I mean, he said he was 154, but we don't know. We thought he was a little heavier.
Yeah, that dude was little, man. But, hey, listen, yo, I'm gonna be coming off of 2 vacations right then too, but yeah,
he throwing the excuse out there,
I'm,
Mike.
I'm working.
He throwing the excuse out. He gonna be drinking on vacation.
I said that to say that I'm still.
Man, we all know what happens on vacation. We all know what happens on vacation. You gonna be drinking.
Bro, I'm saying that to say that I'm still fitting that in.
Lot of fornication. Come on, man, champ. Act like a fighter.
Hey, listen to me, man. Fuck all that. I want to say this about Ruiz. I just heard Mike say the most ridiculous shit. This man just knocked down a UK's king by 4 or 5 times, man. Why wouldn't you want to see that again? Did I hear you right? You was like, you don't know if he's like a fan favorite.
No, I'm saying he's not a fan favorite like to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what he not. Let's get it right. I'm not saying that I don't want to see it. He asked me would I travel to it.
Oh, okay, I got you. But yeah, listen, any fighter like that, man, listen, I want to see him fight, mix it up with all them heavyweights. I'm talking about the Dylan Whites, the Ortizes, anybody up there. Ruiz deserves, you know what I mean? His name should be at the top of all of them. So that's all I got, man. As far as the location, Jamaica, man. What's up with Kingston?
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Let's bring a big fight to Jamaica.
Yo, I love that because AJ loves Jamaica. It just got to land on the right ears.
Yeah.
He loves Jamaica. He's always out there. That'll be dope. I love Jamaica. I'll be out there. JD, thanks for calling in. You know, I'm just giving you shit. I got some super chats I got to get to. B. Seminole. Or B. Seminole. I'm 40. Never been in the ring. 150 pounds. Do y'all think y'all could get me about? Border Wars. Ha ha! Yeah. Anthony Edwards, Jose lying about Canada. Vote to see where Border Wars is going to be. Tequila Hunters, thank you, TBV. And Andre Diakonu, Dazn not trying to hear nothing about America. What? No. That got it. Let me read this fully. Dazn not trying to hear nothing but America. I know I read that wrong. Eddie not fooling nobody. He is a promoter. Hashtag fast call Eddie. That's right, because Dazn definitely knows it makes more sense for them in America. And KODH TV says AJ losing to a Mexican is good business for Dazn. I mean, I think it's good business for boxing because nothing makes more headlines or sends shocks through the headlines than an upset. Like, that was everything. You know, that changed everything for us. Let me see who we got here. Time to go out to everybody's favorite man. I hope he can make it to Border Wars, even if on an announcer commentator capacity.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo. What's up, my boxing brother?
Champ.
What's up, fam?
Yo, you seen them box rec, them TBV box rec,
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope, man. Who did that?
I did.
Oh, that was dope. No, we needed that. That we official now. We official, man. Yo, I am gonna try to make it out there, man, for the next one, man. Cause wherever it's at, bro, for sure. As far as Border Wars, yo. But you know what, man? If I was Ruiz, I would say L.A. Secondary, New York. Third, I would say, man, you can imagine Cancun, but I don't know about the weather around that time of year. But I don't even know if they have a stadium out there in Cancun. But that would be tight and right there. Or Las Vegas, man. It got to be about those four, man. But Jamaica's does sound bomb too. I can't pick a winner right now, man. I would favor Ruiz, man, but it's something about a loss, man. Sometimes it makes the guys come back better than they ever were before. You know, sometimes a loss is good on somebody's record, man, because they bounce back even better and they pull out something they never knew they had inside of them.
I don't know if you pull it out when you get your ass kicked. You got your ass kicked.
Yeah, that's true,
You might have to be fighting that monkey off your back now.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he is going to train harder. That's one thing he going to do. He's going to train harder than he ever had done before, though. That's for sure. Will he still get his ass kicked? That remains to be seen. But it's something about losing, man. I don't know if you ever lost a basketball game or whatever have you. You just got that I got to come back better than before, and it makes you train a lot harder, though. But I will favor Ruiz in the rematch. But that's about it, man. But I think L.A., man, that shit would be fire, man. You know, this is L.A., you know, ain't nothing but Mexicans, man, and blacks, you know what I'm saying? So it do real big out here, though. But that's my call, fam. Peace to all my Boxing Voice alumni. Peace.
Info, thanks for calling in. Time to go out to champion in emeritus status on Border Wars of TBV in Canada.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain code Norway. Shorty wants that foreplay. I'm like, no way. Gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it. OJ.
Good afternoon, boys.
What up?
How y'all doing? You know, I was just excited, man, to hear JD call. I sent you a text message. Does JD know it's going to be in Canada?
He seen Homegirls last night. He was going to go way out. That looks beautiful, though.
Well,
Hello?
I mean, look, we'll
No.
talk about that because we got to see if everybody's on board. You know what I mean? We still got some details to work
All
out,
right,
but
sounds good. Hey,
we're getting
I
there.
I just talked right now to the other gym owners, so I have a backup, and they're interested. They're seeing if it's something they can actually figure out just with their insurance and stuff, right? Worst case scenario, we have Angelo's gym, Huracan. And by the way, Huracan isn't the Huracan you guys once knew, man. He is now has 40 fights under his belt, you know, and like I said, Eric Cruz caught him at that Salido level, man. He was lucky to have
Bruh,
that.
but he got 40
that
fights
mark
in
on his
Canada,
resume,
in
man.
the Canada amateur circuit. Please, I could beat 40 people in Canada in one day.
Nah, man. Well, guys like you, yeah, because you duck. You always pick easy cherries, right? Of course you could, man. You could
wow.
find. You could have 80
I got so
victories
many
anywhere.
options.
You're always.
I got so many options, you know. The
hey,
last
Ness,
time,
Ness,
3
there
people
is-
signed up and only 1 stood there. Remember that. Robert Bonilla
bro, right
signed up
now,
last
here,
time and didn't show, and neither did Wayne.
People are itching here in Canada to fight you, bro. So like I said to you, find your opponent in America because you don't want to have one here in Canada.
You blowing smoke.
Well, prove me wrong then. Tell me right now, Jose, bring me the best Canadian you got and I'll kill him and I'll find you one. Go ahead, say it right here on the air.
Jose, bring us the proposal so we could actually take you seriously. Come on. I mean, isn't that the argument in the chat? I think that's the argument in the chat.
Listen, it's you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna say this really quickly, man. It's guys like Anthony Edwards, man. Somebody like that, he needs to point his finger at guys like me, man. You know, he needs to be able to say that I'm the asshole. You know, that I'm the guy that does all that shit. It's only because he doesn't have the balls to be who he is, man. He doesn't have the balls to say shit the way it is, man. You know, I say what I want. I always say what I want, man. And that's what I do. So, Anthony Edwards, I'm not going to fight you, you bum, for a vacant belt. I'm the champ emeritus, man. I'm the lineal champion. Why would I fight
Why
would I fight
nobody
nobody?
wants to hear this rubbish.
That's how it is.
You're speaking
That's
rubbish
how it is.
right
Anyway,
now.
I got 10 seconds. I'll be quick. You know what? Andy Ruiz should fight in Mexico, man. Every Mexican city has a stadium. That's it. Peace.
This guy, boomerang status on the big super max. What up?
What up? Hey, first of all, man, I hope Jose's not lying about this Canada thing, man. That actually would be pretty cool. But shout out to TMG Promotions, H Money, Ness, welcome for joining the board. Mike, you need to come on, big dog. But you know what I was thinking too?
Fahim,
you know,
you've been ducking border wars politically correctly, man. Get your ass out of here.
Because Eddie Ruiz is like a cholo, man. Why not put the fighter like the LA Coliseum or Dodger Stadium? If we're gonna give him a hometown deal, that'd be pretty cool. And then at that time of year, the weather's not too bad. Baseball should be over. That'd be something to think about. I don't know how many you could fill in Dodger Stadium, but I remember I went to the Canelo fight at Minute Maid Park where the Astros play, and there was like 30,000 people there. So that's a thought if you really want to give Ruiz a hometown shot. I say Dodger Stadium. That's my call.
All right, Joseph, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Brandon Maurice. Talk to me.
Yo, what's good, Mike? What's good, Ness? Can y'all hear me?
Loud and
Yeah,
clear.
yeah. What up?
Here today for some reason, but I hear a lot of people calling in about saying, you know, Anthony shouldn't go to the UK to fight. He'll get robbed. I know I'm a big boxing fan. I know Ness, you older than me. Do American boxers have a history of getting robbed in the UK? Because I've seen Hooker go over there and get close decisions. I've seen Bug go over there and get titles.
Yeah, but
Bud
Bud beat the brakes off of Ricky Burns. But the one that comes to mind is Derek Chisora, Malik Scott. Malik Scott got up clearly before the 10 count. Like, he was up at 9, and my man still waved it off. And it was a really whack fight. It was just a whack fight. No need to wave it off, but that's probably why they waved it off, not so it won't continue. But I mean, you know, that's just that. Like, that fits both sides of the argument. Like, you know, UK dudes think it's tough to come over here and get a win. So, you know, it's your home territory is home territory. Home advantage is gonna be home advantage.
Yeah, with that being said, I think the fight should be in America somewhere. Probably, you know, in Brooklyn again. You know, AJ say you want to right the wrong. Right the wrong at Madison Square Garden. I think, you know, Ruiz should want to fight at Madison Square Garden. You know, that's where he had to, you know, his luck at. So let's do it again, same place. And as far as AJ, man, you got to think about it. If he can beat Ruiz over here, I mean, get his belts back in America, his next fight can be a homecoming in the UK, and he'll be a massive hero. Like, he'll be a folk hero over there. He can retire after that homecoming in the UK if he got his belts back over here and just, you know, fade into glory. So I think, you know, it should be over here. But I think it's better for both guys for it to be over here. That's my call.
We going out to Loyalty. Talk to me.
Yes, lads, all right.
What's going on?
Yeah, cool.
90 seconds.
My opinion is they'll do it in America. I've just got a feeling it'll be America. Ultimately, it's down to what Dazn are going to pay. I think that's what it'll probably come down to. I mean, obviously, it's Joshua's decision, so Eddie's saying. But in the actual fight, when Joshua was in the corner, I don't think he could physically come out the corner. I don't think he could physically walk because of his legs. You know, when you get clocked cleanly on the jaw or on the chin, it takes it out of you, don't it? It completely takes it out of you. And I don't think his legs were able to do it, able to walk. I think that's why he couldn't continue. But yeah, I think it's going to be in America. So it was just a quick call, lads, anyway.
All right, Loyalty, man, thanks for calling in. We done got through it. Mike, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
I think all the callers called in, man, and made some good points, you know what I'm saying? From I really like JD's idea about Jamaica. Really like the last caller, he said it'd probably be in America, which I think too. You know what I'm saying? I just think that
10 seconds.
Cardiff, I think England just way too cold that time of year, especially to try to do it outside in the stadium. But yeah, man, Mexico's another great place. So if they can't get this fight and Andy can't come through next time, then I'm sure Andy will definitely have a fight down there in Mexico. A lot of possibilities, man. I'm just happy that we're getting this rematch, and glad to see where it's gonna land.
Yeah, man. My final thoughts is I'm just excited that 5 countries are bidding. I hope they take them serious and leak the information. I would like to know exactly who it is. Even if you're going to pick America or the UK, let me know, Eddie. Coogan used my question, ask Eddie, which countries? You know, where could we possibly travel to for this one? Very interested. If you haven't already done so, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We might be coming back with another one to talk about some welterweights and a unification and certain splits, things like that. If you're interested, hit the thumbs up, future, present, past. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get that notification every time we do go live, because if we go live, that's the only way you're going to know. I am Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312, or follow the Conflicting Ignorance YouTube page. We'll be dropping another podcast tonight, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Peace out.
Peace.